Hello everyone, this is Pampered Shoe. Today at the surplus store, I brought home another box of miscellaneous boards and stuff. The past few months I've been going there almost weekly and picking up all kinds of good deals. And today, well, here's one of the items I found in the 50 cents bin. It looks to be like a commercial Wi-Fi access point. Something I'd like to hook up around here if it works. Noticed it took 48 volts. Notice something neat in these higher end units. A lot of times they'll have a regular PCI card for a laptop in there, a mini PCI card, just socketed just like a memory stick is. So I'm guessing I could change that out or upgrade it. Okay, so they have lots of these boards, hundreds and hundreds of them, on shelves in the back of the store for 50 cents a board. And I'll either grab them because they're interesting, or maybe I could use them for something, like an ID to USB. Here's one for serial ATA. Some kind of cards, I'm not really sure what these are. Kind of got them just to experiment with. And sometimes they have really neat chips on them, so I've been pulling chips off these boards with my heat gun. And started collecting these a long time ago. There's a few that I've gotten recently. An Intel 960, that's a networking controller, network controller. Some kind of graphics chip, DLP processor. There's a whole bunch of little ones I got off, it's probably some solid state hard drives and flash drives. Most of them non-working, I'm sure. So this one I grabbed because I saw the Altera chips on it, the older Altera chips. I really like the way they look. I'm thinking this was some kind of early wireless Ethernet adapter. Doesn't really say much. Looks like a power connector and some sort of data. And a front LED panel. The only thing that made me think it might be wireless, it says baseband. Hopper Plus. Let me look that up really quick. Well, I did a quick search on the internet, and by adding this also to the search, WLAN and Hopper Plus, I got this little box. And if you look closely here, we turn this board upside down, so the LEDs, 3 there and 1 there. And look, there's a missing serial port that they didn't put on the board. But yeah, this is multi-point wireless Ethernet bridge from 1997. It's kind of interesting. See which frequencies. This is an interesting little crystal here. It's going to get the light to hit it just right. 16.3. Come on. Yeah, 16.384 megahertz. It looks like it might have a tuning capacitor right there to adjust it slightly. I'm not sure. I've never seen a thing like that though. So yeah, I definitely want to keep this one. Kind of a piece of history. Alright, so remember, all these 50 cents a board. That's what I paid. This here, I think, is some kind of well, it has a lot of storage attachments for serial ATA there. It's a motherboard, CPU, I'm guessing there, memory, and a little compact flash adapter. I was thinking of maybe trying to make it work as a network attached storage device. We'll see. Start making a pile here. Some kind of daughter board. For PCI Express, I think. 8-bit ISA adapter for something. Defective card. That could still be used for something else, I guess. This, I think, is from a handheld scanner. I've taken these apart before. And that is the CCD right there. And over here, I think if you look right in there, you could see, well, it's hard to see anyway, there's a light sensor and receiver here. And that would have gone over some kind of plastic strip with a bunch of lines in it, so it could keep track of, well, maybe it's part of a scanner, I don't know. Definitely something for scanning though. This is here. Another motherboard. Probably out of a laptop this time. Or maybe not, no. Is that, well, possibly. Oh, there we go. Now, that is for a few hard drives. I think this one goes here, actually. Got that right? Well, let me keep looking. I think one of them matched up. Now that looks more like the way it would go. This is another board, faces the other direction. I'm positive this is definitely for a network attached storage. It would have 4 drives, possibly an RAID array. There's your memory slot there. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like memory. Oh, maybe that's a mini PCI slot, because there's memory slot right here. Huh. Interesting. And it has on the back 2 Ethernet connectors, 2 USB ports. This is definitely just a mini motherboard, micro ATX, whatever they call it. They were never very powerful. I think brand new they sold them for $30, including a CPU. We got got here? Oh yeah, this one. I pulled this one out of the stuff because it looked like it might have been an early television device, like an early DVR system. The front has been destroyed. The only thing I was interested in is these chips. Digital set-top box from IBM. And these two other Penta Micro Multi-Stream 2. I'm gonna look that one up. Those seem like they're definitely for some kind of video. And very interesting battery backup for an SRAM chip that's in there. That's what it looks like. I was able to look up the company that makes this chip, but I can't seem to find this exact board yet. It looks like they make newer equipment, so it might be a little more difficult to find the device this came out of. I'll keep looking for a second. Darn, makes me really sad to see what this board came out of. So here's the DVR. Looks like a security camera. That's hold on a second, that's definitely the board this came out of, or I mean the device. You see the mashed up array of what used to be those connectors, and that connector there, and on the end the USB port. Now a lot of these boards I get from here have been destroyed intentionally in some ways, sometimes from the manufacturer themselves. They'll get a return board for repair or anything like prototypes, and they'll just destroy what they can before they send them off. Usually the connectors, so you can't interface with the chips. I've had it happen with a few other boards that I've managed to repair and get information off of, stuff they probably didn't want me to see. Yeah, but yeah, that's out of an old security system, security DVR thing. System overview. Four-channel embedded digital video recorder, MPEG compression. So that must be those two encoders there, and that's just a CPU. It's pretty neat. Let's see if I can find a date code. That looks like it would be 2005, week 30. Let's see if I can verify that with another date code. (2005), week 39, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to say 2005, right around week 30, because it's 0527, the other one was 0530. So it's not that old. Well, I guess it is getting there. To me, this is still pretty new technology, so. Cool. Well, I'm going to probably pull these chips off and put them in my little collection, and see if I can get any of this to work. Is there anything left down here? I already looked at that. And going back here, if anyone's still interested in to continue watching, I'm looking up each board and showing how I figure out what these things are and make them work. I'm pretty good about just looking at them and figuring out what they do. But you can always look up, especially with prototypes, you can look up a serial number if it's written. And if there's nothing on the board or it's been scratched out, you can also look at the type of chips. A lot of these arrangements are pretty standardized. Unless it's a one-of-a-kind chip, you can look up a chip and see its supporting circuitry and what it's used for and kind of figure it out that way. So this board here, I was guessing, it had this little daughter board with 4 serial ATA connectors on it, and I assumed to go like that. Looking up this number and searching pictures, I'm better with pictures. I just looked across really quick and saw this little plug and quickly saw that was very similar to this size here, same button right here. So I am pretty sure whatever they're talking about is what it goes to. Oh, unavailable. Let's see here. Oh, there's a picture of the NAS. Yep, that's the one. So later on I could just throw in a few drives onto the board and populate the memory slots, just plug it in and see what happens. This one here, not sure yet. Probably the same thing, probably another network attached storage. There's a button there, USB there. I'm gonna guess that this goes to the back side. And when I found this, it had a bunch of these cards laying around. I'm not sure if that's for this thing or not. Let's see. That doesn't make any sense. Why would it go like that? Yeah. What's this thing you do? This was plugged into it, I think, when I found it. AS Media. I guess it could be some kind of encryption. I also found this one laying there. Could be, wasn't that PCI Express 1X? I'll check that later. Let me look this up, see what I could find about this card here. Okay, this one is being a challenge. I've searched this MS S0731, which turns up nothing, like absolutely nothing. I've also tried Microstar, their actual name. Same thing, nothing comes up. They do make motherboards, but I couldn't find anything like this. And I've even tried Dynamic. So if I just look at this for a second, what is it? It has USB 3 on it, so it's somewhat new. 2 Ethernet connections. Very similar. Definitely network attached storage. Has to be. Same exact thing. Even the chip on it, what do we got here? 8219. This one was an 82801. Well, okay, maybe not the exact. It does have an LCD output. Could be a laptop. Laptop, no, that doesn't make sense. This one's gonna need some more research. I'm really kind of thrown off with this card here. This one here, MS96D8 version 1.1. I search on Google and that matches, but all the ones that match have Chinese or whatever language that is. I'm gonna see what that actually is all about, because usually you'll find it multiple pictures. This is the only site I can find it on. Dual core Intel Atom. What is it? It's another NAS. Interesting. Industrial motherboard. Oh, maybe that's why I'm having a hard time finding it. Floor model or an item that has been returned to the seller period use. Okay. MSI, I cannot find anything about it. I don't know who would pay. What do I have here? Do I have something I shouldn't even own? Okay, well, I'm gonna have some fun with these non-existent boards. See what I can get in trouble with. Industrial motherboard, nice. And speaking of industrial medical monitor, I got this for $10, just the panel, and I found a stand for it. Just a pneumatic tape. But it has digital to analog, analog to digital converters within the device. And I was really impressed with it for $10. It has an amazing picture. What else did I find recently? Well, that's all for today, I guess. And Teraflex.